Welcome back to the 1 Minute Fluent English Podcast. I'm Jake.
And I'm Sarah. Jake, have you ever tried to do something really small and simple to help someone, but it just went completely wrong?
Are you asking if I've ever tried to cook? Yes, all the time. Why do you ask?
Well, today's story is about a moment just like that. Our main character tries to be a hero in a very everyday situation. An elevator. She wants to hold the door for someone.
Oh, the classic elevator dilemma. Do you press the open button? Do you hold the door with your hand? It's so much pressure when someone is running towards you.
Exactly. She had the best intentions, but let's just say her finger had a mind of its own. It's a hilarious and slightly embarrassing story that I think we can all relate to.
I'm already feeling nervous for her. Let's jump into it.
This morning, I got on the elevator alone at my office. As the doors were closing, I saw a man running towards me in a mad dash from down the hall, waving his briefcase. I thought, I can save the day. What could possibly go wrong? Like a hero in a movie, I yelled, "I'll get it!" and reached for the open button. But my finger must have slipped, and I hit the close button. In a panic, I tried again, but I hit close a second and then a third time. To make matters worse, the doors shut even faster. Through the closing gap, I saw the hopeless look on his face. The doors closed completely, leaving me alone in the silence. It was so embarrassing. I just stood there and let out a sigh.
That was a great story, even though I feel so bad for her. Let's break down some of the useful expressions. First up is in a mad bash.
That's a fun one. In a mad dash means moving somewhere very quickly, in a hurried or chaotic way. The dash part means a short, fast run, and mad just emphasizes the speed and craziness.
Exactly. The man in the story was in a mad dash to catch the elevator before the doors closed. He was rushing wildly. You could also say, I was late for my meeting, so I made a mad dash for the bus.
So it creates a very clear picture of someone running in a great hurry, a much more descriptive phrase than just saying running fast.
You got it. Let's practice with some short dialogues.
Why are you so out of breath?
I was in a mad dash to get here on time for our appointment.
Oh no, it's starting to pour rain.
Quick, let's make a mad dash for that coffee shop.
Okay, next we have save the day. This one sounds heroic.
It is. When you save the day, you solve a serious problem or prevent a disaster for someone, often at the last minute. Our character tried to save the day by holding the elevator.
Right, she tried. It's a fun, common phrase. For example, if you forget your wallet but your friend pays for your lunch, you can say, "Thanks for paying. You totally saved the day."
It makes the other person feel like a superhero. It's perfect for situations where someone really helps you out when you're in a tough spot.
A great positive expression to use. Now, let's try it out.
Oh no, the presentation file is corrupted.
Don't worry, I have a backup copy on my computer. I can save the day. The party is so boring.
Let's put on some great music and save the day.
Let's move on to the next one. In a panic.
This phrase describes a feeling of sudden, strong fear or anxiety that makes you unable to think clearly. In the story, when she hit the wrong button, she acted in a panic and kept hitting it.
Exactly. It's that moment when your brain just stops working properly because you're so stressed. For instance, when I saw the spider, I screamed in a panic and ran out of the room.
I would do the same thing. So it's not just being scared. It's about acting a little crazy because of the fear. It leads to bad decisions like pressing the close button 3 times.
Precisely. Let's do our practice dialogues.
Why are all your clothes on the floor?
I couldn't find my keys and started searching in a panic.
Did you see the car coming?
No, I stepped onto the road without looking and jumped back in a panic.
All right, our fourth expression is a fantastic one for telling stories. To make matters worse.
Oh, this is a good one. You use this phrase to introduce a new fact or event that makes an already bad situation even more terrible.
Exactly. In the story, she hit the wrong button. That was bad. But to make matters worse, she hit it 2 more times, making the door close faster.
It's like adding gasoline to a fire. A great example would be, I was late for my flight, and to make matters worse, I forgot my passport at home. It just piles on the trouble.
It really helps build the drama in a story, doesn't it? Let's practice it.
My computer crashed and I lost my homework.
Oh no.
To make matters worse, it's due in an hour. It started raining during our picnic.
And to make matters worse, we didn't have an umbrella.
Okay, next up, a feeling I know very well, so embarrassing.
Me too. This is a simple but very common phrase. You say something is so embarrassing when you feel ashamed, shy, or awkward in front of other people. The character felt this way when she was alone in the elevator after her mistake.
Right. The word so makes the feeling much stronger. It wasn't just a little embarrassing, it was very embarrassing. You might say, I called my teacher Mom by accident. It was so embarrassing.
Oh, that's a classic one. It's the kind of moment you wish the ground would swallow you up.
Yeah.
It perfectly captures that awkward, self-conscious feeling.
Exactly. Let's try it out in our dialogues.
I tripped and fell in front of everyone at the cafe.
That sounds so embarrassing. Are you okay?
My stomach made a loud noise during the quiet exam.
How did you feel?
It was so embarrassing.
Finally, let's look at our last expression. Let out a sigh.
This describes an action. A sigh is when you breathe out a long, deep breath that people can hear. You might let out a sigh for different reasons.
That's a great point. In the story, she let out a sigh because of her mistake and embarrassment. It shows disappointment. But you can also let out a sigh of relief. For example, after the difficult test was over, I let out a sigh of relief.
Or you can let out a sigh when you are sad. He let out a sigh as he looked at the rainy weather on his vacation. So the meaning really depends on the situation.
It's all about the context. Okay, let's practice this one.
What did the manager say about your vacation?
He looked at the schedule, let out a sigh, and said no.
Did Sarah seem happy about finding her lost dog?
Yes, she let out a sigh of relief when she heard the news.
Okay, great job, everyone. Now it's time to practice your speaking and pronunciation with shadowing. This is where you listen to the story and say it out loud at the same time.
That's right. We'll play the story twice. The first time, you'll see the text on the screen to help you. The second time, there will be no text. Challenge yourself to keep up.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on the sounds and the rhythm. Ready? Let's begin.
This morning, I got on the elevator alone at my office. As the doors were closing, I saw a man running towards me in a mad dash from down the hall, waving his briefcase. I thought, I can save the day. What could possibly go wrong? Like a hero in a movie, I yelled, I'll get it, and reached for the open button. But my finger must have slipped, and I hit the close button. In a panic, I tried again, but I hit close a second and then a third time. To make matters worse, the doors shut even faster. Through the closing gap, I saw the hopeless look on his face. The doors closed completely, leaving me alone in the silence. It was so embarrassing. I just stood there and let out a sigh. This morning, I got on the elevator alone at my office. As the doors were closing, I saw a man running towards me in a mad dash from down the hall, waving his briefcase. I thought, I can save the day. What could possibly go wrong? Like a hero in a movie, I yelled, "I'll get it!" and reached for the open button. But my finger must have slipped, and I hit the close button. In a panic, I tried again, but I hit close a second and then a third time. To make matters worse, the doors shut even faster. Through the closing gap, I saw the hopeless look on his face. The doors closed completely, leaving me alone in the silence. It was so embarrassing. I just stood there and let out a sigh.
And that's all the time we have for today. What an emotional roller coaster in that elevator.
It really was. It's a great reminder that even when we try to save the day, things can go wrong, and that's okay. The important thing is to learn from it and maybe laugh about it later.
That's the best way. We hope you learned some useful expressions today. Remember, practice is key. Try to use one of the phrases you learned, like to make matters worse when you're talking about your day.
We'd love to hear from you. If you have a topic you want us to cover, please leave a comment below.
And don't worry about writing in perfect English. We welcome comments in your native language, too. Your feedback is always helpful.
Thanks for joining us. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time on the 1 Minute Fluent English Podcast.